What does aspiration mean to you?
Your aspirations are your dreams.
Aspiration to me is dreams that I can achieve.
Aspirations are goals that help me reach my dreams.
Aspirations are things that help me become who I want to be. Aspirations are goals in life.
Aspiration to me is achieving my goals and becoming a better person.
Aspiration is wanting to do something and putting effort into something that you want to do.
To me, aspirations are little goals that help build up to your ultimate dream.
Aspiration means accomplishing your dreams when you believe.
To me, an aspiration means a dream that you want or a plan that you have for the future.
Aspiration means finding what makes you happy.
Aspiration to me is something that you long for your entire life, and you reach for it, you give it your 110%.
Aspirations to me would be a goal or dream in life that you wanna achieve, and you'll do anything in order to acquire it. Aspiration is hope. I think aspiration is just a goal in life or something.
Aspiration is one of the most important things for an individual to hold to their heart. I mean, aspiration means so many things. It means doing what you love in life, and it means putting the most into doing what you love and giving it your 100% and going for your goals. And it also means never giving up. Even when you're faced with struggles, even when you're faced with obstacles and you think that you can't do it anymore, aspiration is there. Aspiration is the thing that helps push you through and really get you to the top. That's what aspiration is.
Despite the different perspectives of aspiration, each individual will give their all to turn it into their reality.
In the first act, you'll learn about Kayla Jen's story through her struggles with pneumonia during her junior year, which forced her out of school and into the hospital for about 3 weeks. Her longing to dance and her aspirations to perform aided her. In the second act, you will see through the perspective of David Cho, a senior at Woodbridge High School. When he entered high school, David felt compelled to excel in the field of music, specifically in percussion. Despite his incapability of reading music, David is still able to compose a variety of music for himself as well as his peers to play.
Hi, my name is Kayla Jen. I'm a junior and I am the co-captain of the dance team at Woodbridge. An aspiration to me is a goal that you have in life. It's something that everything you've been doing is going to lead up to, and it's something that you love to do, and something you're passionate about, something you love to do and that you want to do in the future. When I was little, I wanted to be a ballerina. It's really cliched, but when I was little, I really thought that dancing was like the coolest thing ever, and I really wanted to do that. I know my mom, she was a dancer when she was little, and so she really pushed me to to take ballet classes and take dance classes, and I ended up really liking it.
On her flight to Hong Kong, Kayla experienced a high fever of over 100 degrees.
What were some struggles on your journey?
Last winter break, I went to Hong Kong to visit my family for Christmas and New Year's, and I actually came down with pneumonia, and I was hospitalized for 14 days. It was only supposed to be 5 days, but the pneumonia, became a lot more severe than they expected. For those days, I was in the ICU, which is the intensive care unit, and I was in there because my lungs were, 1/3 of them were infected with bacteria, so I wasn't getting enough oxygen into my lungs, and so when I was in the ICU those were the days when I almost couldn't make it.
Patients with bacterial pneumonia typically experience a sudden onset of high fever with chills, cough, chest pain, and difficulty in breathing.
Because of the strong antibiotics I had to go through, and from not moving for 2 weeks, I lost about 10 pounds. I just recently actually gained all my weight back, but it was tough. When I was hospitalized, I lost my appetite. I would barely eat because the antibiotics were making me not want to eat, and the high fevers made me not want to eat either because whenever I ate, I would feel nauseous. So, and not moving, laying down for 2 weeks, it really weakens your muscles, and so because of that, when I came back, I was 10 pounds lighter, and it was really tough getting back into eating nutritious things, and just walking was really difficult at first. I felt like the first time I walked, I felt like I couldn't, I felt like I was gonna pass out because I wasn't receiving enough oxygen, and it was just really tough. Even doing simple things as like walking or brushing my teeth, yeah.
Despite keeping up with her health and appetite, Kayla also had to catch up with her schoolwork.
I wasn't fully recovered for about a month after I had pneumonia. I was actually able to dance a lot sooner than they expected. They told me I wouldn't be able to dance until about April or May, and I started dancing in February. And so I was very happy about that. I was so happy that I'd be able to dance with my team again and be able to be co-captain with the dance team, and I don't know what else to say. The doctor said I couldn't dance until probably May, and then by then I would have already missed all the competitions and our spring production, but I recovered a lot faster than they expected, and I was so happy about that. Getting back into dancing made me really happy. I think that helped me recover because I knew that if I recovered faster, I'd be able to do the thing that I love to do. So, about 5 days in, when I had pneumonia, they told me that my lungs were not receiving enough oxygen, and that if they didn't continuously have me have an oxygen mask, and if they didn't continuously check my blood pressure, and if they didn't give me the strongest antibiotics they had, I would have not made it, and that was very scary to think about. From then, I really appreciated my family, my friends. I really appreciated everything I've been given, opportunities that I've been able to have. I really appreciated life and dance, and from then I have really taken a new perspective on dance and life and everything, and I've just been I feel like I've been a lot happier because of that. I feel like I came closest to reaching the aspiration. I think this past dance season, I really felt like I reached a point where I can dance however I want to, and I can, as long as I push myself, I'll be able to do anything I want. So I feel like this past year has been a great experience for me in becoming a better dancer and realizing that I want to dance in the future as well.
When did you feel like
I felt like quitting when I started dancing again after I was hospitalized. I pretty much lost all my dance technique. All my muscles were not as strong as they used to be, so I wasn't even able to do simple like tilts or legs or kicks or anything, and I lost all my balance. I wasn't able to keep my center, so it was very difficult coming back into dance, and there were some times where I just wanted to give up, but I knew that if I kept pushing, I'd be able to reach my goal of dancing again and being able to do what I love. When I came back from being in the hospital, I came to watch the dance team's winter showcase, and watching them made me really miss the fact that I wasn't performing with them. It made me really miss dancing and being with my team, and that made me really sad. So from then on, I knew that I'd have to keep pushing in order to be able to dance again with my friends. And I remember when I saw them for the first time in a month, I was very happy. It was one of the happiest days that I have lived, I've ever had.
I'm David Cho, and this is my office. Oh yeah, I'm a senior too. I'm a senior at Woodbridge. Aspiration is pretty much, for me, it's when you push through your limits to achieve something that you really desire. Like for me, music is my passion, and to achieve, what I desire, I push my boundaries to achieve that.
What were your aspirations when you were younger?
I'll tell you a story. When I was a kid, I used to walk home from kindergarten. This was back in Korea, and okay, this was the first time I was walking home, and my mom was supposed to pick me up or something at my house, and she wasn't there. So I started crying. And then the next time this happened again, I didn't cry. And then my mom gave me chocolates. So then I was like, dude, I can start not crying and my mom will give me more chocolates. And then I aspired to not cry and get more candies.
What inspired you to have these aspirations?
Well, aspirations these days for me is music, and I guess it all started when I started playing music, drums. When I moved to America when I was in like 4th grade, I thought the drums was a pretty cool instrument, so I said I wanted to learn, and then I started learning, and then it turned out to be something much more artistic than just drum beats. So my inspirations come from just being able to please myself through rhythm and music.
What were some struggles on your journey?
Past a certain point, when you start learning an instrument, it turns out to be not something that you had expected. So for me, learning drums, past a certain point, there were a lot of boundaries where I couldn't play certain things. And then I would just feel like quitting because it was really difficult. But, I just kept going because it was fun.
David is one of many composers who aren't able to read music. Danny Elfman, an American composer and Grammy Award winner for Best Instrumental Composition written for a motion picture, television, or other visual media for Tim Burton's Batman, was incapable of reading music.
Oh yeah, I guess those are one of my challenges. So I never learned how to read music. I mean, I can read rhythm, but I self-taught piano, and because I was self-taught, I never had to learn how to read music. But it's really complicated because I can input notes, I can write notes, and I can write music, but it's really difficult for me to read. So, yeah.
Elfman is known for composing other great sources as the soundtrack for Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, Silver Linings Playbook, Mr. Peabody and Sherman, and many more. When did you feel the closest to the feeling that you're accomplishing this aspiration?
Well, I also write music other than drumming, and I feel very satisfied when I complete a long work. Like when my piece has purpose and it's finished and it's polished, then I feel very confident and I feel happy in what I do. So I feel like those are the times when I feel like I've achieved what I want.
When did you ever feel like quitting?
Most recent one will be freshman year when I was doing percussion, or I joined the Woodbridge percussion for the first time, second semester. I wasn't used to the extreme schedules of practices. Like we would have practice on Monday, Wednesday after school from 4 to 8, and Saturday, every single Saturday we would have practice from 12 to 9. And I mean, in the beginning it was okay, but then towards the middle of the season I would be pretty worn out because I would need some weekends where I have to study for a test or something, but I couldn't because I was gone the whole day for a competition or something like that. So I felt very challenged.
Instead of quitting his aspiring dream of composing music and one day writing film scores, David continued to pursue his dreams and never stopped writing or playing.
All of the individuals of this world have that one longing to reach their personal goal that they have set for themselves. This may fluctuate as we grow, but this is the reality of what true aspiration is. The knowing that life will present opportunities which you must take action upon.
aspiration. Should I talk about the candy again?
But that's when you're
That's the younger one.
Oh yeah, yeah. Are we done?
I think you feel really uncomfortable.
What else?
Wait, did you need to introduce myself? I didn't do that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, wait.
Okay. Okay. Aspirations. Can you stop? Okay. Hey. This is the most painful position I've ever been in. Okay. Oh my gosh. Do it again.
That's it.